Hi guys, I'm Saumya and I'm back again with another video. I hope you're all well and safe. So International Women's Day was on 8th March. So March is definitely a month of celebrating strong women, and in today's video I am going to talk about 7 women-centric books that should be on your radar as they are on mine. And all these 7 books are available on Storytel, which as you know is an audiobook app that I have talked about quite a few times on my channel. I have been using Storytel since 2018, and because of Storytel I started listening to audiobooks. I got into audiobooks. Storytel has a variety of features that make your audiobook listening experience absolutely easy and enjoyable. You can adjust the speed, you can save them offline, and you don't even need internet while listening to these audiobooks in that case. And you can also set a sleep timer, and you can also leave reviews of these audiobooks on the Storytel app. Apart from the 7 books that I'm going to talk about in today's video, Storytel has a huge collection of other women-centric books as well. If you go to the search option and type tags like International Women's Day or Women's Stories, you will get this massive collection of women-centric books, and you will love it, I'm telling you, because a lot of these books are so popular that they will already be on your TBR. So you'll be delighted to discover them on Storytel, and the best thing is that you pay only INR 299 per month to get access to all these amazing books. If you are still confused about getting the Storytel subscription, then you can go for the 30-day free trial of Storytel so that you can get used to the app during these 30 days, listen to as many audiobooks as you want on Storytel, and by the end of it you will realize that Storytel is worth the investment. The link for the free trial is in the description box. The first book is A Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf. So this is non-fiction, and this is an essay which is based on the 2 lectures that were delivered by Virginia Woolf in 1928. This book was published in 1929. So in this essay, Virginia Woolf has talked about how women writers should have a room of their own and enough money to be able to write fiction. She has talked about the patriarchal nature of the literary industry and how it's male dominated, and how the fact that there are so few women writers in this industry is not because of lack of talent but because of lack of opportunities. So if one is looking to read women-centric literature, then this is a good choice to consider, because this book is literally about women in literature. The next book is My Sister the Serial Killer by Oyinkan Braithwaite. So the genre of this book is thriller, and it's a story about 2 sisters, Korede and Ayula. Now Korede resents Ayula because Ayula is beautiful, she is the favorite child, and she is possibly a sociopath as well. So the synopsis of this book talks about how Ayula's 3rd boyfriend is dead, but Ayula doesn't seem to care about that. She's more concerned about posting pictures about her dinner on Instagram. So Korede tries to be practical to save Ayula every time, but Ayula doesn't really appreciate it. So Korede doesn't like a lot of things about her life, but the one thing that makes her happy is this handsome and this kind doctor that works at the hospital where she works. But one day Ayula suddenly shows up at the hospital, and the doctor notices Ayula because she's beautiful, and he asks Korede for her number. This is obviously disappointing for Korede because she likes the doctor, plus she knows her sister's nature, so she needs to do something about this. And the audiobook of this book is over 4 hours, so it's not even that long, and this is the type of story I feel that one can get into. So I'm really excited for this one. The next book is With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. So I had listened to The Poetex and Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo as audiobooks, and both those experiences were phenomenal. Both those audiobooks were read by Elizabeth Acevedo herself, and she reads these audiobooks with so much emotion and passion that the experience of listening to audiobooks goes to the very next level. And this audiobook has also been read by her, so I'm really looking forward to it because the past reference is impeccable. So Imoni Santiago gets pregnant in her freshman year, and she has to take care of her daughter and her grandmother. So ideally she wants to become a chef after she graduates, but she realizes that it's an impossible dream because she has so many responsibilities. But whenever she enters the kitchen and whenever she starts cooking, magic happens, and eventually she realizes that she needs to let her talent shine. So that's what the story is about. Elizabeth Acevedo is one talented author, and her stories are amazing. The next book is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. So this book is historical fiction, and this book is taking place during the time of Second World War. It's a story about 2 sisters, living in France. The younger sister lives in Paris and the older one lives in the countryside. The younger one is rebellious and the older one is the more content one. So then the Second World War happens. So the older sister's husband is sent to the war and the younger sister comes to live with her older sister. And as some shocking and frightening situations occur in their lives, their relationship is tested, and how they respond to these situations is different in each of their cases, because these are two very different people. I know for a fact that a lot of readers, a lot of book lovers like to read stories that are taking place during the time of Second World War, because it is a popular topic among the readers, let's be honest. So if you are looking to read a historical fiction taking place during the time of Second World War that is also women centric, because this book talks about sisterhood, then I feel that this book is a good choice to consider. The next book is Bridget Jones's Diary by Helen Fielding. So the genre of this book is chick lit and it's full of humor, and it's a rather famous book. I believe a lot of us already know about this one. So this one has been written in the form of a personal diary by a woman named Bridget Jones, who talks about different aspects of her life as a 30-something single woman. Now I personally love chick lit, especially the ones written by Sophie Kinsella, but I feel a very big difference here is that Sophie Kinsella writes chick lits about 20-something women. This one talks about a 30-something single woman. The next book is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So this book talks about an aging and a reclusive Hollywood movie star named Evelyn Hugo, who decides that it's finally time for her to talk about her glamorous and scandalous life. So out of all the people, Evelyn chooses an unknown magazine reporter to write her biography, and this unknown magazine reporter is Monique Grant. Now Monique is quite surprised herself as to why she was chosen, but she decides that she is going to make the best of this career opportunity. So she visits Evelyn at her luxurious apartment, and Evelyn talks about her journey, how she entered the industry in 50s and how she retired in the 80s, and she talks about her life, her career and her 7 husbands as well. So I'm already listening to this audiobook and so far it's completely mesmerizing and so engaging, and in addition to that this book has received glowing reviews from a lot of people. The next book is The Princess Saves Herself in This One by Amanda Lovelace. So this is a collection of poetry and it is divided in 4 parts: The Princess, the Damsel, the Queen, You. So the first 3 parts in this book talk about the author's life, and the 4th part is addressed to the readers or the listeners, and this book talks about the topics of love, loss, grief, empowerment. And the reason for my including this book in today's video is the title, because the title is very intriguing and also very inspiring, and definitely it seems women centric because it has the word princess in it. But then again, a book that talks about the princess saving herself can also be about a person saving himself or herself, because I have read books like that before. So I'm yet to find out what this book is going to be about and how it is going to turn out. So that's it. That was my video talking about the 7 women-centric books that are on my radar and that should be on your radar too. All these books are available on Storytel, and you can get Storytel for INR 299 per month. But before that, if you want to get a free trial, you can use the link below for the 30-day free trial of Storytel to acquaint yourself with the app. So that was it for today's video. I hope you liked watching it. If you want to connect with me on my social media, the links are in the description box. I will see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye, take care and stay safe.